guys, Mike with Chassis Parts Online. Walking around my shop, turning off all the fans, and I wanted to show you something. First of all, if you remember, the last video was me showing the ceiling insulation. Yesterday morning, I shot the laser thermometer at this ceiling in multiple places. It was 83, 84, 85 degrees. And then I went outside, and I've got an east wall and the sun was rising. Right over here like this. Like right here on this wall right here when the sun was on it, and it was 121 degrees on the outside. Okay, so I don't even know what the roof would be like right now. But needless to say, this stopped all the radiant heat coming through the ceiling. Okay, of course it's still hot in the shop. We don't have our mini splits in yet, but I've got one to put in. I'm gonna probably put it on that wall. I tear this cedar wall down probably to get to the other wall to be able to hang it there. Then I'm gonna have to put another one probably down there, which is the west wall, which I don't really want to do because that puts the unit in the sun, unless I put something around it to keep it in the shade. Anyways, remember I had to take everything out of the shop to do this. And I've got everything, I say I've got everything back in the shop. Got a bunch of stuff still outside, and everything's still a mess in here because nothing is organized yet because I haven't put anything where it goes. I've got some wire shelves over there, see those, and some over there. And then I've got these two shelves here that I'm working on. I got two more wire shelves right there in boxes. But I'm starting to put stuff on these shelves, although that stuff's not the stuff that's going to be there final. That stuff's going to go on wire shelves. These two big red shelves will mainly hold laser cut pieces. I had some masonite boards or some basically wood boards that go on there flat. They're kind of a light color where you can tell what parts are there. And I'll hang some lights over it where you can see better. And then I wanted some room here in this stall so I could pull a vehicle in right here to work on stuff. The other stall over here, I don't need it. I mean, I know this table here is covered, but this is my 4x8 chassis table. Once I get it uncovered with stuff, get that laid in inside that little room there, we'll have some room here. And then the other table that's over there, it's covered in stuff too. Still haven't got it done. That's about 34 wide by 10 foot long. Got a bunch of laser cut pieces here. A lot of this stuff is what we use in shipping, bolts and stuff like that. On the other deal there. Anyways, I wanted to show you a couple of some control arms I made this morning. Now these are same as my normal arms, except these are for bags. Okay, these are the normal ones for bags. And if you know, for a while we started making these with a drop in them. Like you see that the tube comes in at the bottom of that bushing instead of the middle, and that's why it's got to step up there to match that drop right there, because guys were doing these bag arms on trucks, and even with a 3-inch or 3.5 inch frame Z, this was hitting the aluminum cross member. So we did that right there, which, as you can see, that's not a lot, but it's some. Then it helps. All right. But then, as you know, we also sell this version here that eliminates that stud out the back and puts a bushing there. Now, I made these mainly to go with my narrow crossmember, because my narrow crossmember can have a tube that just sticks out the back right there, and it's welded to the back of the actual crossmember, and then just has a bolt that goes in it, and it's braced to the crossmember. But people have been buying these for regular trucks and making their own brackets to go from there up to the frame. Now eventually I'll come up with some brackets as I can start bringing frames over here to the front of the shop and mock stuff up, or bring them over here onto this chassis table. I've got all the different Ford frames outside, so I can do that now. I'll start making brackets to sell with these as a kit to go up to the regular frame. But basically, these are the same arms, like from the ball joint plate down to the bushing on both of these and out this bend. It's the same as any of my other arms. Even the strut arms, they just have a tab on the bottom that mounts right here. These are made on the same jig. Okay, so all these are exactly the same. Just the tubes are different. But if you don't like that stud sticking out the back, you can always go to that style arm. These come with bolts to go through here, bushings for there, bushings for here, and some washers to go in between here. Stainless washers for those poly bushings to ride on. Okay, so that's our bag arms. You know, I don't think there's anybody else that even makes any arms for Crown Vic for bags where the bag bolts directly to the arm like this. Gives you a lot of clearance. And these have a weld-on mount that goes with it. I just don't have any pictures of them at the moment. I got to make some of these in the morning. I just finished these today. Now both of these were actually supposed to ship today, but I'll get them in boxes today. But they won't go until UPS comes in the morning, or until we go to UPS in the morning. So and tomorrow's Saturday, so and it's the 4th, so they may not even be able. I may not even be able to drop these off. It may not be a UPS truck coming to drop anything off here. So I don't know. We'll see. But I just wanted you guys to see these arms, see what we're doing over here at the CPO shop. And we're covered up. Peace.